figured out if he's a genius or a donkey yet.
Alright, here we go again. Poker Genius or Donkey, the show where you watch me play the micro stakes and judge my play as genius or donkey. Click subscribe, ding the bell, shuffle up. It is donkey time. Make a donkey sound, send it to me on Twitter. I might just put it in the show somewhere. Let's jump into some hands. I got some aces. We're playing aces against good players. Here we go. Aces. Of course, we're going to put in a raise. I have an aggressive opponent beside me, a nit up in the button there, and we got a whole bunch of sharks over there. So sharks in the blind, so I'm putting in a decent sized raise because I want them to tell me something. Tell me something. I'm not on the button. So anyways, we get a call. We get a call from this guy who I know likes to call and then try to blow me off of my hands. But I've got the type of hand that he won't be successful with that plan. So I've got a sort of strategy against him. But what happens? Our nit with a small stack. Nit with a small stack puts in a bunch of chips. This, clear as day. Good players often tell you way too much of the truth. He is committed to the hand. So what do? Genius or donkey, raise it up to about $1.50. Why $1.50? Or if I know that he's in the hand, why don't I just call here and try and get this guy to come along? Well, it's a one pair hand. I don't really want to be up against two opponents. And if I am up against two opponents, I want it to be for a significant amount of money where it is clear as day on the flop whether I'm going to be in or out. So $1.50, $1.50, $1.50 is about $4.50. He'd have about $4 left. It would be so simple on the flop. Almost every flop, it's just all in. If he has a top pair, he might pay me off. If he's got nothing, he'll just get out of the way. And he gets out of the way now because he's smart enough to know this is ridiculous. See, the nit just instantaneously puts in all of his chips. I call, he's got an ace-king. He's never getting away from his ace-king with a small stack strategy. Ace-king, kings, aces, queens. He's putting the chips in the middle. So when he's squeezing, you just know that he's got a hand like that. So yeah, we got all those cards and a king on the river. King on the river. So he's got 3 kings. I lose. As a poker player, you're just going to get comfortable. Well, you'll never get comfortable with the 4% and the 6%, the 3 outers, the 2 outers, the 5 outers. They're all going to happen to you on the river. You're going to lose pots and it's going to sort of hurt. But you know what? Did the right thing. I just got all the chips in as early as possible. I had the best possible chance of winning all the chips. He sucks out on me. Sucks to be me. Next hand, let's play aces against a good player. Here we go. I'm in the small blind. What's going to happen here? We get a standard raise, I believe, from a shark. A shark puts in a standard raise. I am in the small blind. I am definitely putting in the 3-bet. The 3-bet is putting more chips into the middle, and it's going to tell me a little bit about the hand of the Sharky man who's got position on me. That's very important. He calls it. So he doesn't just call with garbage. He's got to have some sort of value to his hand. So like suited hands, decent sort of semi-connected hands, nothing really crappy. He knows what a 3-bet is. A 3-bet is either a great hand or something like an ace-3 suited. So he knows what's going on. He's not stupid. A king and a 10 on the board. 3-color board, so there's no flush draws. He's not coming along in any sort of flushy way. I put in a C-bet, going for value from some sort of a king or some sort of a 10. It's possible that he has a pair of jacks. Kind of on the fence with the pair of queens, but, you know, kings and 10s, he'll come along, but he does not have a 10-9. He does not have a king 9. 10 jack, 10 queen. I think so, because he's also got the backdoor draw. So he makes the call. So the next card is a 10. What do I do here? Poker, Genius, or Donkey rate my play. I put in a bet for $1.08 into a stack. Into a pot of $1.86. Poker, Genius, or Donkey? Are you starting to think I'm a bit of a donkey for this bet? You know, because I kind of know that he's a good player. Well, I do know he's a good player, and I kind of know that he's not going to come along with crap. So even something like King Jack might not be all that interested anymore, because Ace King and King Queen and Aces and Ace 10, a whole bunch of hands is going to crush his King Jack. So some of his king hands might not be interested anymore. The Jack Queen for the straight draw might not be interested anymore. So it kind of puts the 10s on the board, and he puts in a raise, and it's one of those painful sized raises. Oh, goodness gracious. There's $5.25 in the pot, and I only have to put in like $1.20. Oh, poker is emotional. Go back to that last hand and realize that, yeah, you're gonna get the knife in your heart every once in a while. And when I look at the situation, yeah, that 10, it's a knife. And he's a good player. He knows exactly what to bet. Bet something just a little bit more so that I just can't get away from the hand. I call it, go to the river, and he puts in the rest, and I just put in the rest because I'm defeated and deflated, even though I know he's got a 10, he's got a Queen 10 of spades, exactly the kind of hand in position for him to call a 3-bet, and then he catches a little piece of that board and then improves and crushes my aces. He knows exactly the kind of hands to play to crack my aces. Man, such a donkey on that one. You got to learn how to get away from those. And you can't get away from the previous hand when he sucks out on the river with his king. But that's a lot less painful because I did the right thing. I did everything correctly. But in this one, when it gets to that turn and it's a second 10 on the board, why? I should be minimizing my losses at this point. Maximize my gains, minimize my losses. Another, a 10 hits the board. He's not going to like a diamond. So you know what? I should just check, maybe call 1-bet and then see what happens on the river. But nope, I make a real donkey bet because I am a donkey. But you know what? You got to be a donkey before you can be a genius. Thanks for watching Poker Genius or Donkey. Click subscribe and fold.